Hello guys, good evening. This is Mike Padua. We're back to our latest update and we are now moving into the special coverage on the newly formed Tropical Depression 17W, and it's currently quasi-stationary or almost not moving over the western Micronesia, just south of Yap Island. And this is our initial update on 17W. Once it enters PAR, probably on Wednesday or Thursday, it will be named locally as Kabayan. So this is for today, Monday evening, November 13, 2023. And this English version is brought to you by Typhoon2000 in partnership with Naga College Foundation, Leap into the Future, Abitis Power, Bank of the Philippine Islands, Avenue Plaza Hotel, the local government of Naga City headed by our Honorable Mayor Nelson Legacion, and our Honorable Congressman Gabi Bordado of the 3rd District of Camarines Sur. And we would like again to promote Comunidad Climate Action Center. Here you go. It's the first banner on our website, typhoon2000.ph. Those interested, LGUs, companies, or any large organization that are willing to have their own Climate Action Center, just click on the banner and you'll be forwarded to a Google form. Fill it up, and then upon submitting, Mr. Aaron Cabasal will contact you, or you can contact him directly at 0976-163-7245 or email him at aaron.cabasal@comunidad.co for him to give you some answers for your questions regarding this Climate Action Center. And there are already some LGUs like Quezon City who has been using this Comunidad Climate Action Center, and they have been garnered awards for this nice tool to combat climate change. Okay, so that's Comunidad's Climate Action Center. Let's proceed now to our update, and here is the fast animation on the tropical depression that formed early this morning. Actually, this is last night. It intensified into a tropical depression, but during the past 6 hours, the circulation has become disorganized, and almost 80% of the convection has dissipated. But again, there's still some low-level swirl, and forecast models are still keen in developing this tropical depression. Okay, so right now it's wobbling to the south or southeast of Yap, barely moving as of this time, and this system will start to move westward within the next 48 hours, and likely by Wednesday it will enter the Philippine Area of Responsibility. It's quite near, actually. It's here, but due to very weak steering environment, the system is not moving. It's just a wobble over that area southeast of Yap. And 96W is also disorganized, although there are some westerly wind bursts here, thick convection within the central portions of Micronesia, close to the equator. And here's the Philippine Islands. As you can see, we can clearly observe some very strong thunderstorm activity since 5 p.m. this afternoon, and it's already 12 midnight of November 14. It's but still almost 11 p.m. of November 13, and there's still on and off heavy rainfall here in Naga City and portions of the Bicol region. And if this rain doesn't stop, it could bring some risk of flooding in low-lying areas as well as landslide-prone areas of the Bicol region. So this is mainly due to the approach or the arrival of the northeast monsoon from the strong high-pressure area of China. So the boundary of the northeast monsoon is somewhere here, and there is a possibility of a new shear line that will develop here and will move or affect the Bicol region within the next couple of days. But right now, these are easterlies and northeasterly wind flow converging, generating some thunderstorms across the Bicol region. But generally, we have northeasterly monsoonal winds already affecting the eastern sections of Luzon and the Bicol region, and it will continue through Wednesday or Thursday until the arrival of Tropical Depression 17W. So we are praying hard, and let's hope that the system won't intensify. But we have some good news. I'm gonna show to you later what's the good news in store of this upcoming tropical system. Now let's take a look at the zoom in satellite animation. So there you go. As of this evening, beginning around 5 p.m. and it's already 11 p.m. there is still some on and off rainfall. Once the thunderstorm passes by, there's another one that will form here over Lagonoy Gulf and the Philippine Sea. That's why most likely this will become a shear line. We are just waiting for the connectivity of the line here, the tail end of that frontal system. It's currently here. It's currently here. So once this shear line has reached this area over the Bicol region, we expect it will be known that type of weather system. And the tropical depression is still struggling here because of some southeasterly moderate wind shear aloft, okay, or over the area, and that's the reason why the system is having some hard time to develop. And if you take a look at the first track from the joint typhoon warning, actually this is already the let me see what number is this. Track number 4. Okay, so this is track number 4 from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, and the storm is still outside of par, and based on the forecast, within the next 2 days it will enter the Philippine Area of Responsibility and could become a tropical storm as it races towards Eastern Visayas. So on November 18, 2 p.m. it is expected to make landfall over the eastern coastal areas of Samar. Let's take a look at the latest. This is now the latest as of 11 p.m. So the storm as of 8 p.m. is currently wobbling here, quasi-stationary, and still at 45 kph. And for the next 5 days, it is expected to enter par in the evening, or let me see, this is 15, okay, Thursday morning, okay, and then it will remain as a tropical depression, intensifying into a 65 kph tropical storm as it approaches Eastern Visayas. So same track from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. And by the way, Typhoon2000 will be issuing also the first storm watch. After this video, we will create the first storm watch, and it will be on a daily basis. So once it enters par, we're going to issue 12-hourly updates, and it will turn into 6-hourly updates before making landfall over Eastern Visayas. So the good news that I'm talking about is that the winds has dramatically dropped down because for the past few days the computer model shows a super typhoon or a strong typhoon, but right now it's just a mere tropical storm approaching Samar and later area. But it will bring lots of rainfall. Actually, this is just timing because we are now on the beginning of the peak of the El Nino phenomenon, which will last until early next year. So this rainfall will help, okay, the agricultural farmlands of Visayas and Mindanao once it move closer towards the area. And the winds will just be 65 kph and nothing serious when it comes to wind damage, but the rainfall will bring heavy rainfall, okay, but the rainfall will be much heavier with a chance of possible flooding and landslides. So please take all necessary precautions. Those areas living from Davao Oriental up to the Bicol region, because this forecast for 5 days is still at 40 to 55%. So it's at 50-50, but every 6 hours the track will still change. So please take all necessary precautions. And for the Japan Meteorological Agency, oops, they removed the tracking. They weakened the tropical depression into a minimal 1 from 55 kph. So this is just a 45 kph 10-minute average from the Japan Meteorological Agency. So there's no continuity on of this tropical depression, but let's see if they regenerate this into a strong TD. Okay, so that's for Japan. And if you take a look at the global models from Typhoon 2000, this is now the storm, and for the next 3 days, the track of American model and the European model is the same, but after 72 hours, it will now split in its movement. Okay, the European model shows it passing over Eastern Visayas, and it could become a low pressure area over the Bicol region on the morning of the November 20, while American model shows the system making landfall over Davao Oriental or Karga region. So it's a very large track difference compared during the past few days, that most of the track of the American and the European model are blended with each other. But since that's only within 3 days, we expect this to become much clearer on where it will go once we enter the 3-day forecast, while inside the Philippine Area of Responsibility, probably on Thursday or Friday, we could see the real picture on where the system will make landfall. So people living along Eastern Mindanao up to the Bicol region, please take all necessary precautions and monitor the progress of Tropical Depression 17W, which is soon to become Tropical Depression Kabayan once it enters PAR. And this is the oceanic heat content. So the storm is, or the depression is expected to move across medium levels of oceanic heat content. But if you are looking at the graphics here to the east of Bicol region, this is much concern if the tropical depression will move over this body of water east of Bicol, because the oceanic heat content is reaching 100 to 150 kilojoules. 100 to 150 kilojoules. Okay, so the track is somewhere to the south. That's why the intensification is not much. So this is areas where if a tropical storm or tropical or typhoon passes here, it will rapidly intensify into super typhoon. So we are going to observe this closely. Let's hope there will be no landfall over the Philippine Islands, but right now the areas of Eastern Visayas is under the threat of this tropical depression 17W. And before we move into other details of this system, let's take a look at the vertical wind shear for the next 24 hours tendency. Now you can see the reason why it's not yet intensifying in the tropical storm, because of increasing wind shear over the area. And if you take a look now at the easterlywave.com ensemble from the European model, you can clearly see here that it could become a tropical storm as it traverses Visayas within the next 5 to 7 days. And if you take a look at the wind forecast, so here's the movement. Okay, there you go. This is Wednesday, where the storm expected to enter power Wednesday evening or early Thursday, and then it will move in the general direction of Eastern Visayas. Okay, so it shows here that the system is expected to be here. There will be some interaction with the shear line and the northeast monsoon. So expect rainfall across Visayas and the Bicol region. And then when we check now on the rain forecast for the next 3 days until Thursday, Bicol region, including Naga City, will be experiencing on and off rainfall, light to moderate to at times heavy or extreme rainfall because of the northeast monsoon and the possible development of a new shear line over the Bicol Peninsula. So that's the scenario. That's November 14, November 15. So there will be a daily rainfall on and off beginning today until likely Thursday, and it will continue until the arrival of this tropical depression or tropical storm moving closer towards Eastern Visayas. So it's gonna be 7 to 8 days of rainfall activity here over Bicol region. And if you take a look now at the rainfall accumulation forecast for the next 3 days until Wednesday, so there you go. These are the rainfall that will be expected to affect Cagayan Valley, Bicol region, Calabarzon, Oriental Mindoro, Romblon, Marinduque, northern portions of Panay and Negros, and also the northeastern and eastern sections of Mindanao from northern Caraga down to Davao Oriental must be on the lookout of this tropical depression. So this is the rainfall forecast for the next 3 days. So please take all necessary precautions. This is around 50 to 100 millimeters. There are some patches of more than 100 millimeters for 24 hours across the coastal areas or coastal waters of Partido Camarines Sur and the coastal waters of Eastern Catanduanes. So please take all necessary precautions. And before we leave you, here's the GovSat issued for today, Monday, until tomorrow, Tuesday. There you go. This is now 17W at TD, well developed last night, but as of this moment, the circulation has gone haywire. The low-level center of 17W is having a hard time to reorganize. That's why the forecast of the Joint Typhoon Warning Center is no longer expected to become a severe tropical storm, but we are still going to observe this system since it will pass over a warm oceanic heat content that could boost the energy or the strength of this upcoming tropical depression 17W, which will soon be named locally as Kabayan. Okay, so that ends our update for this Monday evening, November 13, and we will return tomorrow, okay, Tuesday, to give you more updates on Tropical Depression 17W. From Typhoon2000, this is Mike Padua saying good night to all. Hashtag WeatherWiser, hashtag TyphoonWiser. And thank you so much for watching our channel. God bless to all.